Welcome to the Drunken Ship Podcast, episode 57. I'm one of your hosts, Tate Norman, alongside my co-host, Jordan Crockett.
What's up? What's up, baby? This is original brew right here.
The original brew. We haven't done this setup.
This is a classic.
If you haven't noticed, we're not in the studio today. We're doing a classic. We're doing podcasting on Discord. Do the recording.
This is
This is the OG.
This is where we started back up. Right here.
Right here. It used to be so convenient, right?
Yeah.
Podcast.
But I way prefer doing like
the studio's way
studio
better.
show.
Studio's way better. Yeah. If you even noticed, Bryan isn't here this week. He's doing Bryan things. I wasn't here the past 2 weeks either. I was doing Tay things.
Bro. Soul Survivor right now.
Survivor. So we're gonna do the traditional, same old stuff, just different format. Still get the same time.
Yeah, you're gonna get it's gonna be a lot more video game and anime and nerd centric today.
Yeah.
So strap in. You're gonna learn a little bit today.
And just for Jordan said,
knowledge.
If you're new to the show, we do the show every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Where we post every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time, and we talk about what Jordan just said, nerdy stuff, anything that comes to top in your mind, and we just talk about it.
We're all geeks here. We're all freaks and geeks.
Freaks and geeks. That's
freaks.
Isn't like a website or a comic book store? Freaks and Geeks.
Freaks and Geeks. It was a TV show.
Is that what I'm thinking
like a while ago? Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay.
I 100% believe though there probably is like some kind of a comic book or store type thing like that.
Yeah.
Hey, where you been at?
What do you mean?
What you been up to? Then you not been on the show for 2 weeks, so.
Well, I know.
We didn't have a show last week.
That's right.
But yeah. But you've been gone for 2 weeks. What you been up to?
What did I do the second week? I went to Crowder's Mountain.
You're like,
yeah, I was hiking.
Yeah, you were hiking, right?
Yeah, and the first week was to Dodger, and last week I wasn't here because Bryan isn't here. What happened last week? What happened?
I think we were both busy. Neither one of us could do it, so everyone was just gone last week.
Yeah.
Business attire.
Business. I watched you guys Fast and Furious episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last one, right? Yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah, that episode. Yeah, I think that was episode 56.
Yeah. 6.
Episode 56.
Jordan, what you got for us today?
Bro,
what's the topics?
So today we're gonna be covering the Stream Deck and some Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge. Hope you guys are into that. I wanted to talk about a Yu-Gi-Oh just for solely. I've been rewatching the Japanese dub.
I've noticed this on Twitter.
Dude, it's so much better.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so good. It's like watching an entirely different show.
It is a different show.
Because I've watched the English dub, the 4Kids version, throughout my entire life. I've watched it maybe 4 or 5 times. Like the entire series is over and over and over. And watching it in Japanese dub is with it like unedited or anything.
Yeah.
It's almost like watching a different show.
What are you watching it on?
I'm watching on Crunchyroll right now.
Oh, it's on Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll has everything.
Yeah, he calls them like Aibo and all that stuff. Little me or some mess.
I will say, like a Tim is like way more badass.
Yeah, his theme song kicks ass too. Yeah,
dude, the theme songs are awesome.
Yeah,
and they for some reason the openings are even better because they like with the battle. I'm in the Battle City right now, and they cut a lot of like really cool like scenes from the opening. I guess because it didn't make sense, but there's one where like Obelisk is like walking through like burning buildings and shit. And I'm like, yo, why did they cut that? It's like, I mean, that's just 4Kids was like just being weird about it. If you guys don't know, 4Kids had to edit Yu-Gi-Oh. They did a lot of weird edits with the original show.
Yeah,
and they would like hide certain things.
The spinning blades, the Battle City,
spinning blades.
When Yu-Gi was dueling. What's his name?
Bandit Keith holding a gun to Pegasus.
Yeah, you know that 4Kids edit. It's like this.
Yeah, he's just doing this. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Dude, the one thing I don't like about the dub though, the Japanese dub, is like Pegasus' voice is so. He's supposed to be American speaking Japanese, and it's so bizarre sounding.
So bizarre.
It's like, oh my god, it's like really high.
It's like flamboyant a little bit. So,
yeah, it's super flamboyant.
I love the Japanese.
And then for a whole minute, I was like, "What is Pegasus?" Like, I forgot he was American.
And he dies.
He dies in the show?
Yeah, he dies.
When did he die?
He doesn't come back. That's why I'm thinking about the manga, right? He dies. So you remember Dark Side of Dimensions? People think, where's Pegasus? You know, he's dead.
Well, he was in. Well, maybe in Dark Sides, but in the movie, you go to the movie,
Light.
he's alive. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Goes there to duel him.
Dark Side of Dimensions is the manga sequel. Yeah.
Oh, he dies in that.
Yeah. But yeah, I love the Japanese version of Yu-Gi-Oh too. There's something special about. You ever watch Digimon Adventure in the original Japanese version?
No, I should though.
It's different too. Cause you know, like
I really should go rewatch everything in Japanese dub.
Our stuff is different. So like the Shadow Realm, it's not a thing in the Japanese version. They just straight up dead or died. Yeah. There's no Shadow Realm, but it was like a cultural phenomenon over here that people think Shadow Realm is like a thing. And nah, we don't. Japan don't do that. Gigi straight up kills
it's just it's like what the Dark Dimension. They don't really call it a name.
No, you're dead.
Yeah,
or just like the mind thing. Or I love how Yugi calls Dark Magician Black Magician. It got me to the point I'll be saying Black Magician sometimes. I mean Dark Magician, but that's what he calls them. But the Japanese version is cool though. I love Kaiba's voice actor and all that stuff.
There is one weird thing with the subtext for it. And I don't know why they do this. I guess because like Slyther, right?
Mm-hmm.
Slyther
is
Osiris.
Yeah.
His Japanese name is Osiris.
Yeah.
The Sky Dragon.
It's really Osiris.
Slyther.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the 4Kids English dub, they call him Slyther the Sky Dragon. Slyther is the last name of the producer of the show.
Yeah.
Which is super weird.
You didn't know that? Osiris is actually a real god.
I've always heard that joke. And then I was like, literally, I did watch the credits, and I picked out Slyther. It's like, I forget the guy's like first name, but it's something Slyther, and then it's like producer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did they ever change this? But in the Crunchyroll version of the English subtext for the Japanese, they still call him Slyther. They don't call him Osiris, even though in the Japanese dub I can hear them say Osiris.
It's probably familiar for American audience or something, because we over here we call him Slifer. But I think he's more popular as Slifer, the Sky Dragon, than Osiris. Osiris is his real name as a real god.
Yeah, and I think I prefer though like Osiris versus.
I prefer Slifer. They just stuck with me the most.
Oh, that reminds me, I caved in, dude. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I am pretty much an avid like figure collector. I caved in and I bought my first like pretty much a statue.
Slyther. Slyther.
No, it's a Slyther.
How much was that thing?
I kind of want to get the obelisk one, but I was like, I couldn't pass up Slyther.
How much was that?
Bro, it was some money.
It was over $300.
No, oh no.
$250. $279.
Look, can't get into the deets like that.
Gotta stop these figures, man.
Bro.
Yeah,
I know. I have it pre-ordered. So.
You get your longboard today?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm super excited actually to go. So after me and Tay finish up the podcast today, we're gonna go longboard shopping.
Yeah, I'm actually
hopefully get a longboard today.
Yeah, you can find one.
Go vibe.
I'm not sure.
Where are we gonna go?
I gotta Google which Carolina place have a Zoomies.
I think I'm pretty sure they do.
You think so?
I think so. If not, we can just go to Concord.
Yeah, Concord has one.
Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
where do you want to go after that?
So I went to the park yesterday and skateboard.
Oh yeah.
It should be nice today. That's why I said go in the morning, because it's gonna be warm up later. I don't want you to get too hot.
Right.
We can get you familiar with the board first. We can go to Freedom Park.
Okay.
That's good. It's near uptown, and it's free parking and stuff. Yeah.
Speaking of like extreme sports, dude, I want to go snowboarding so bad.
Really? You ever snowboarded before?
Yeah. I've never snowboarded before. I have been to a ski resort in the summertime where they do biking and stuff, and ever since then, I kind of like, man, I want to fucking snowboard. It seems like I would just be good at it. I know that sounds crazy, right?
You never know.
Like, but like, I really think I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'd be good at this, because like longboarding is slightly kind of like,
they're all the same family. Surfing, snowboarding, all that stuff is in the same family, but different techniques.
Yeah. Right. I know, because I was looking up some like snowboarding, like how to like kind of like snowboard. I'm like, how different is this from like skateboarding or whatever? And it's like to stop and stuff. You're pointing your toes, which it's in the same family as like skateboarding, whatever.
Mm.
But I was like, I think what I'm gonna do this winter is I think I'm gonna go to a ski resort this winter and like go try snowboarding.
That gear expensive too, aren't it? All that gear and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that if you just decided just start snowboarding? What the heck are we doing?
I have an issue where I get a lot of hobbies.
There's nothing wrong with that. I need that itch. That's why I started longboarding because it's nothing I did before. You know,
it's good. I mean, it's good to get out. I mean, that's why I'm gonna do it. It's good to get out and soak up some sun.
Ever since COVID happened, everyone wants to be outside all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I wanted to get a bike again last year, but since COVID happened, everyone had to buy a fucking bike for some reason. That's what my original plan was going to buy a bike last year, but I couldn't find any at all.
Have you ever been to the White Water Center here?
What's that?
So, you've probably seen the logo for it around Charlotte, right? It's where the Olympics, like the Olympic not paddle boarding. It's like canoeing or whatever. It's like where they train at. It's like the logo is like a W, and it's like kind of like
a white mountain thing?
Tilted a little bit. You've probably seen the logo just around, but it's a center where it's like a man-made like a river thing,
mm-hmm.
and they have like rock climbing, zip lining there. They have the man-made thing where you can take you can put in a canoe.
Yeah, I heard
you
of
pay
this.
like a fee.
Yeah,
and then you can do it around, and they have like a bar and stuff. Dude, me, Sage, and Bryan all went like a couple of weeks ago. Dude, so much fun.
Yeah, I heard of this.
We gotta go, man. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, like was it last weekend? The weekend before, I went to the mountain, Crowder's Mountain. You ever been there before?
No, I think it's like a hiking trail, right?
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes to get up there. Breathtaking. Awesome. You should.
That's it.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20 minutes. But you do staircases at the gym, right?
Yeah.
You're prepared then, because it's gonna kick your ass. You don't do it. Because I don't usually do the staircase shit. If your elevation's going up, and that shit makes you drip sweat.
Dude, did I ever tell you so it was like when I decided to get back up on the stairs, like it was like I hadn't done the stairs in like probably like 6 months or something like that. And one day I was at the gym and I'm like, let me just because doing the stairs is a lot better than just running on a treadmill.
Yeah,
it's
I
just
never
a lot
do the
more,
stairs.
You build more like leg muscle and you're working cardio more. You also burn more calories doing all that.
Mm.
And I'm like, yeah, let me because I would just run on a treadmill. And like, let me just get on the stairs. Let me actually put in some work today. And dude, I get up on the stairs, right, and I start going. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty because I used to do them all the time, and I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty used to this. And this older lady comes up, and she gets on the stairs next to me, and I'm walking, and I'm chilling, listening to my music, and I guess this was the first time she's ever been on them or something like that. But dude, I just hear kind of this sound, I'm like, what? And kind of cock my head sideways to the left of me, and dude, it's like her legs, I guess, stopped working or something like that, or she got her legs jammed up. But she just put her legs one leg was here, one leg was here, and she was just slowly going down. And if you ever been on the Stairmaster or whatever the hell it's called, there's 5 steps. You got to stay at the top of it because at the bottom step, it's it's looping under and it's going back up. So after a certain step, there's no more step and it just drops off. Bro, she just kind of lets her body, she didn't trip or anything. She just stopped walking and just, because I guess she had it too high or whatever. And the step just disappeared from her. And dude, I watched her back leg come off the thing, and she just she went her body just went whoop, and then her side hit into the stair.
Oh, it becomes a slope, right? How does it work?
Yeah, she just
I never.
She did a half fall into the step, and then but she was screaming.
You saw all of it
all the way down. I had no idea what to do. I was I just looked over. I'm like, holy I'm like, what am I gonna do? I didn't know what to do, and then the staff they ran over there as soon as possible and helped her out. But I had no idea what to do. First I just stopped my machine. I'm like, are you okay? And she was just kind of half sitting there. But I was like, that's wild.
I never bothered doing the staircase thing. I just never been interested to it. But since I did that mountain thing, I'm interested in it because it do work out going up constantly, and like
yeah, my legs are constantly sore now.
Yeah,
like it works the
calf
like your
muscle.
the back of your legs, not your calf muscles really, but the back of your thighs.
Yeah,
Like it'll give you a butt. It'll make your ass fat.
this is how a lot of women always be up there. It's usually women that's doing the staircase.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It works a lot of your like it's all leg. It's all leg muscle. It just also it helps with your cardio as well. So because like to get like the same amount like you would get at like working the stairs, you would have to be like running full blast all the way climbing up on the treadmill. That's the like stairs are so much better.
I'm gonna try next week.
Yeah. But anyway, we're definitely in the fucking weeds now.
We're just talking about extreme things, but you get a main topic though.
Yeah. So anyway, so how we were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh before, the reason I bring up Yu-Gi-Oh is because there is finally going to be a official like new Yu-Gi-Oh card game where it's OCG and TCG rules. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duels. And I have been waiting for something like this for a long time.
You already had
We
it
got
for
Duel
free.
Links in 2016.
Yeah.
And that was not really what I kind of wanted out of like Yu-Gi-Oh. It's more of a three card lane.
It's limited Yu-Gi-Oh.
Quick duels.
Yeah.
It's a mobile game. It's pretty almost like a gacha game with the card packs in it, everything. But Master Duels is pretty much its take on like, it looks a lot like if you ever played a Magic Arena, where it's pretty much an official like, how should I explain it? It's like a competitive scene. It's literally just for like competitive players to grind out and practice, and you can even do tournaments through like using that website and stuff. That's a lot. They do like. Because they do two different like tournaments for Magic. Is they do the physical card game, and then they do Arena. And honestly, Arena is as good as doing physical cards, if not better, because you get effects. And then there can't be any cheating or anything like that. It's foolproof.
Yeah.
So,
what's up?
Have you seen the trailer or anything for that?
Yeah, the job. Yeah. I think there's another one with Cross Duels. What's it called?
Okay, and then so right after Master Duels was announced, and they had well, actually we've known about Master Duels for a while. They announced this last year.
They did,
but briefly. They literally just said, "Yeah, there's a new game coming called Master Duels," and that's it. We never got a trailer, anything about it. I barely even heard about it. Like I didn't really realize until this was even shown that this was even announced last year.
Yeah, I thought it was like a random drop when you text me like about some random Yu-Gi-Oh console game. For me personally,
you would think that because there wasn't any buzz around it.
You got a lot of retweets there. Who tweeted it? Konami, Kotaku, somebody did. See, when it comes to these things now, ever since I got spoiled by Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, I'm iffy on buying these because it's like it's super limited as time goes on. Like Yu-Gi-Oh Pro constantly updates like every week or every month. For free. But I would buy if you guys buy it. But I'm gonna be it on PS5.
Okay. So the game, Master Duels is releasing on literally everything.
Yeah.
Now, if there's gonna be crossplay with it, which it totally is Apple.
That'd be sick. Yeah, that'd be.
That's good. Yeah, it would be amazing. The game's also gonna be in 4K, which
it's a card game.
But they said the only reason I could see them why they would do like 4K is just so people could see the cards better.
Yeah.
Which obviously that's stupid, right? But if you were a spectator, it might be a little bit easier for the viewing. And they did say in the trailer that like for spectators it would be easier for you guys to like read the cards and stuff. Which with like arena stuff and other Yu-Gi-Oh games before, it's always been kind of a little bit difficult if you want to go back and rewatch someone's match.
I was about to say that Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, it's not entertaining to watch someone else play Yu-Gi-Oh Pro. This game has better visuals, like way better visuals and stuff, like with effects, and it's like every card has like it ain't a big animation, but they kind of slightly move. Some cards, all the cards seem just like have an animation to them. If I summon like Baby Dragon, his wings move slightly, not because he's like a famous card or he just all the cards do that. It seems the card artwork. They took it a little bit. That's what seems to be happening here.
Just add another little layer to it. I mean, it's a card game. It's not very taxing.
No.
Now, the only thing I think would be like an issue is just the vast amount of Yu-Gi-Oh cards in circulation.
There's thousands.
I mean, dude, there's probably like 10,000 cards.
Are you seeing Dark Hole special effect in the game? Remember that card, Dark Hole? It destroys everything on the field.
Yeah.
That has a special animation I saw in the trailer too, I believe.
There's, I mean, like, so like if you play Legacy of the Duelist right now, which I just copped it again.
What is
that? They have like Legacy of the Duelist like came out like back in like 2015.
It's a Link.
And then they had like another update to it called like Linked Evolution, which is just pretty much all the DLC and stuff like into it and like link cards. They have it like $15 on like PSN right now. It's if it's still up, go cop it. It's a really good game.
I think you should just wait.
But it's a learning tool really. It helps you like kind of get really familiar. You can have like I've been replaying it just so I can do anime duels. So you can play as like you can go play as Kaiba or Yugi versus Kaiba or Yugi and use their deck while you play them. But their decks are updated. I will say that. They're not true to the anime. Kaiba will be using like Aryan Eyes or like, all that shit.
This around time it came out. That's why I don't like these people.
Yeah, so they're just updated decks. But
yeah.
It's a really lot of fun. And I got it honestly just to learn links. Just so I can learn how to play links at my own pace. Because if I try to play like Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, and what you want to explain Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro?
Just Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro is where all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Players go and play. Like instead of going to a tournament, people use Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. It's basically these Yu-Gi-Oh! games we all grew up with, but like have everything. It has OCG support and TCG support. You can play ban lists, non-ban lists, all that. You can do anything you want on them basically.
But it's a fan-made game. It's nothing official.
It's nothing official. It's all fan-made, and like if a Japanese card gets announced like tomorrow, if all those are rules, they will like make it to the American game. To someone would like make it like a coded or whatever, and make it to the game, so you can have that card. Or you don't have to wait for buy a pack or something. You can already use that card before it comes in America officially. So it's essentially like probably the best fan game I ever played of anything, and it has all the rules and all that stuff. But what's up?
I was gonna say the only thing, like the bad thing about like Pro is just it's definitely not for learning. You can't learn something.
No, you can't learn
because you get one. It's a type of game where you just get one turn killed.
Well, you're playing against
gradual learning.
It's not that because you're playing against competitive players. They all have their own made decks.
Yeah.
So everyone's gonna have their own custom decks to beat you one turn. That's not always the case though. It's just like everyone has the card. You can get any card you want to. Any card you need.
The entire library is like open to everybody.
Yeah,
you can get
library.
as many as you want.
It's none of that pack bull crap, which I don't. If I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Links when I was on Twitch, I was like, packs. I got so spoiled by Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. I can just, it's like order from Amazon on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. You get what you want, get what you need, all free, and just make your own deck and customize and all that stuff. But it's not something like, you can't throw a newcomer on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. They'll get destroyed. No. And I would say, to me personally, from my personal experience, even though I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, that's kind of hard to read card effects at times because it goes by so fucking fast. And that could be the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Games today is the game is so fast, much faster. Hopefully Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel fixes that to a degree.
Well, it's pretty much gonna be Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, but official.
Yeah, that's why I took it as a service.
Which is nice. Now, like how they're gonna go about doing all the like the transactions or the price point, or if it's gonna be free to play, or if it's just gonna be a pay once and then you have everything unlocked. Because there's so many vast cards. The reason like Magic Arena works okay is because Arena or Magic, the way it works with this competitive scene is it has a standard format, which is the last 3 sets is what's in rotation. So if you're playing competitively, you can only use whatever the last like 3 sets were out before.
They do the ban list.
So that they only had to add those cards in at that time, and then they can add more formats once they add in more things. So every like 3 months, there's a new set comes out, and then the old set rotates out, and so then you have to buy those new cards and whatever. And then they have like, you buy, I think it's like gems or something, and then you can open packs and try to get the, the cards and stuff. And that's just kind of how Arena works. Just microtransactions. it's okay, I guess. It's not like that bad. I mean, it's just hard to build like a structure deck.
That's why
where like you're trying to get like 3 copies of something and stuff.
That's why I like have issues with the official Yu-Gi-Oh game, because when it gets dated really fucking quickly, and that's what throwing me off. Like, I don't know. I just remember I'm just too spoiled for Yu-Gi-Oh Pro because it's literally everything for free. Not saying Yu-Gi-Oh Bastards it's gonna be a bad game or whatsoever. It means freaking Yu-Gi-Oh. It's more official. I just hate being limited, like, to. Cause like
like you can't get all the cards you want. You have to, which is kind of here's the thing. I don't like pay to win, because pay to win you're giving someone else leverage over me because they have more money or they want to spend more money into the game than I do. Yu-Gi-Oh Pro is nice because you don't have to. That leverage kind of goes out the window. It's just more skill based than anything because you're not paying for anything. It just takes your know-how and grinding skills.
You're just playing the game,
but
basically. Yeah.
There's no gradual learning, so it kind of just gets burnt out. Yeah, I think you would get burnt out more easily, for me anyways. But like playing like Duel Links, or not Duel Links, but Legacy of the Duels, it's kind of nice because I kind of have to make a half deck and kind of just have to use like what cards I have on me from like just opening packs. And I kind of hope like the way that game works is like you get points from just doing duels, and then you take those points and you can buy packs. So it's just your experience. The more experience you get playing the game, the more packs you can open, and so on and so forth. I kind of hope they do it like that, where it's just you just pay $40 or whatever for the game, and then you do like duels with the computer or players, get points, and then you can get packs, and then start making decks like that. That's way more fun than.
Nah, I don't want that.
Just
I don't
like that.
No, I don't.
You know, like that gradual.
No, hell no. If they want to do that, they should do like if I was the head of this game, the director of this game, I would make every card available for the player. All they have to pay is like $40, $60 for this game. That's it. The goal of the game is to be creative as possible. Make what you want.
Well, they could do subscription base where it's like you paid $10 a month and then you get access to the entire library. There's a lot of cards.
Yeah, it is. Your Pro does it. I mean, I know it's not official, but everything's available. Everything comes from you as the player to make creative decks.
Now the way they could do this, they could like limit. Like they could do it's the game could be like whatever they want. So they honestly couldn't start a new standard where it's like the last 3 like cards to come out, the last 3 like packs or something. You can only play with those. They could do something like that. They could do a bunch of different stuff.
You're limiting me here.
Like because there's so many freaking cards, that's why it makes it interesting. You're like, they could also do like a structure. They could sell structure decks.
No, God,
where
stop
they could sell like structure decks.
See, that's why I don't like. That's why I like the official Yu-Gi-Oh games. So I gotta buy things and with these, and it gets like.
Well, that's if it's free to play.
I mean,
I don't. They haven't said what they're going to do. Apparently, this game's coming out in August for Japan.
Yeah, it's gonna be just another Yu-Gi-Oh game, official, better, up to what's currently right now, and better graphics. That's all it's gonna be. I hope if they do the pack nonsense, don't do packs. Make us buy singles. I'd rather buy singles so I can select what the hell I want. If they do that, I'll be okay. If they don't want to do like Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, everything's free, and they want to make us buy singles instead of packs. So like say they have a pack and you can select each single you want, but it requires a point though, some points. So like if I want to buy like a Blue Eyes in that pack, I gotta pay a specific points or something. They should do it
like a in-game currency.
Yeah, in-game currency. Yeah, in-game currency. Yeah, they should do it that way instead of buying just packs.
Or this would be the best way to do it. They could do like pay $60 for the game, and then there's the microtransactions would only be like card backs, and there's also, I don't know if you ever played Arena, but there's little like you have like little monsters next to your deck and stuff. It's like familiars. You can have like little tiny familiars on your side of the field. They could do it like that, where you only pay for those things, only cosmetic things, and then you just get every card in the game for free. Or like you do like a point-based system where it's free, you just got to work for it. Something like that.
Something. Just make it, because Yu-Gi-Oh Pro is really kicking this game's ass. I haven't brought a Yu-Gi-Oh game
and
since
I guess that's
2012.
a response to this.
Yeah, I think so too. A low key, the way how they say when as soon as they said OCG support, I kind of figured, oh, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh Pro counter.
Yeah,
or someone's looking at Yu-Gi-Oh Pro like shit. They got us. But
I think people are pretty tired of Duel Links.
I never
because Duel Links is not what they wanted.
No, it made a success.
But people play the shit out of Duel Links.
Yeah, they were pushing Duel Links hard. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. When I was playing Duel Links at the time, like, can I get something? Like, no, I can't because it's so fucking limited. And that's the spirit of Yu-Gi-Oh. That's how we played it back then. But I got spoiled by Yu-Gi-Oh Pro. But back then you had to buy a pack or singles or whatever. So I can't really argue. But
speaking of dueling or duel, God, there's so much duel into it too. There is a new mobile game coming out. They don't have an announced date for it or anything like that or a trailer, but it's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duels.
This is very a weird announcement to me.
It's going to be a 4-player mobile game. So I guess it's going to be kind of like when in like Battle City where Joey, Yugi, Kaiba, and Merrick all dueled each other at the same time. And they all kind of take a rotation. It's going to be something like that. I guess it's kind of like it's Yu-Gi-Oh's take on how Commander is played in Magic: The Gathering, where Commander is like, it's typically you use 4 players. You can use as many players as you want. But you all like take turns and battle each other and stuff. And I'm assuming that's what this cross duels is going to be.
But I was confused because this announcement, you can already do that in basic Yu-Gi-Oh games. Like bringing up a game like from what 4-player duels, and not a lot of people did it growing up. We did it in college sometimes, but 4-player duels is like we share this, me, you against like someone else, 2 people. We share the same field. I can on my turn, my rotation, I do what I need to do. Next turn is the opponent.
But that's a tag duel. This is
that's tag duel. Yeah. Isn't tag duel a 4-player duel the same thing? No,
this is literally 4 players versus you're on your own. It's a free for all match.
Oh, it's free for all. Okay.
That's what I was saying. It's going to be like the Battle City tournament where Yugi, Kaiba, and Merrick and Joey all dueled each other, but they all took turns. They all have their own life points and stuff. Yeah. So that's why that makes it kind of interesting. It's going to be a mobile game, which I guess you can just like hop in and start fighting and stuff.
It's going to be.
And now I wonder if it's only going to be just 4 players. Like you can only do 4 players, or it's going to be like one-on-ones.
It's going to be 4.
Like that. We don't really know too much about it, but that's interesting. That's a new concept they really never really explored. I'm kind of see how they're going to take it.
It's going to be
assuming
links.
It's going to be like Commander.
It's going to be like links, but 4 people. I guarantee it.
Yeah, like a three lane field and stuff.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
Or it could be something completely new. Like they could change the field. That's what I'm saying. It's like it might be like Commander, where you have like one card that like is the commander of your deck, and then you can bring it out any time of the game. But if that card gets killed, then you have to pay like you probably have to pay like life points or something to get it back on the field.
Yeah. Oh boy, this is gonna be free to play too, isn't it? Right.
I'm not sure. Let's see.
Do you see yourself playing that mobile game?
I would definitely try it out. It sounds really interesting.
That's how I've been invested into a mobile game with Digimon Links. Dude, Digimon Links was the game back in the day, dude.
Digimon Links?
Yeah, remember that? How we got invested in that?
Are you talking about the mobile game we were playing in college?
Yeah.
Dude, I was so addicted to that game.
Yeah, we put hours.
Dude, we literally like not be paying attention. We'd spend hours playing that game.
My phone used to be
paying attention in class. We'd just be head buried into our phones.
Yeah.
That game was like what? Like so you would like you in a group would like fight like it was like raids, right? You would take on like bosses.
Yeah, raids and stuff. It was a real game. None of that nonsense. They put effort into it.
Yeah.
And they just dropped it. And like, dang, like
it was pretty much Cyber
Sleuth Lite.
But mobile.
Yeah. Cyber Sleuth
Yeah,
Lite.
that game ruled.
They use the same assets and everything.
I had to quit. I was literally addicted to it.
I can't try to come back.
I was literally just
2 years ago, like, I want to get into this again. and the server went down. Oh no, they shut it
Oh,
down.
really?
The girl I follow, she has all of them. Like she has all the Digimon. Like she has Omnimon, like X and
That
all
game-
that stuff.
That game was freaking hard. It was so hard. It was so challenging. But
Remember,
it
like-
was like it was super rewarding though when you did it.
Remember, like it's Thursday. Get some purple coins.
Yeah,
They did
the weekly. Yeah, you're like, oh, did you daily login coins?
Get your dark points or
Like
whatever.
today's like Thursday, you gotta get your special coin. Or it's like, oh, today's Thursday, like it's time for a new raid. Let's all group up and go fight like Ondimon. I gotta get Ondimon.
Oh man, that game is great. I want to. Well, I haven't had a mobile game like that since Duel Links even do it for me. Yeah.
I wish they would have had that like for like PS4 or Switch or something.
Cyber
Because
Sleuth.
that was a really fun game.
It's Cyber Sleuth, but you want like the mobile.
It's Cyber Sleuth, but like online.
You want the mobile stuff aspects to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that being a good Switch game.
Yeah, about to say that it could be a Switch game. It's not something for PS4, Xbox. It's more like a mobile game. Yeah. I think it's better on phone, actually. I can't believe I said that. I think it's more meant to be a phone game.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it was designed for a phone game because it was kind of like, it had all the aspects of like a mobile game, like get your daily logins.
But that's what made it fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your coins and then you can spend them for like health and then whatever. Speaking of like being addicted though, I've been playing Battlefield 4 again. The servers have just went up ever since like 2042 got announced. The servers for Battlefield 4 have been alive, dude. Just more and more people play it every day, and I've been playing it nonstop for the hype.
I got on.
Cannot wait.
You see, either yesterday or the day before, I was playing with my DualSense. That's an application I can import my Origin games to Steam. So then I use the Steam controller stuff. I was playing it. It was same on Battlefield. But speaking of Battlefield, I saw on YouTube yesterday, they're adding all the maps from the past games into Battlefield 2042. You seen that?
Okay, so Portal is their new mode, which is a sandbox mode in Battlefield, pretty much like they had in like Halo, where you can make you pick a map from
1942.
Pretty much any Battlefield. They're gonna keep adding new maps to Portal, but they're adding maps from every Battlefield. So Battlefield 2, Battlefield Bad Company, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 1942.
Hey,
they're adding all of those.
Yeah.
And then they're adding characters, weapons, vehicles, all of those from all those games into the game. So you can pretty much like have like
a World War
do you
II
want to have like future versus past matches?
Yeah.
Really, this is going to be really badass because Battlefield flourished with stuff like this.
Yeah.
With custom servers and stuff. So I can't, and like, I know there was like one mode where people made like, it was four squad, it was a squad of 4. It's 4 people versus 30. Now the 4 people are from 2042 with futuristic weapons, and then they have tickets, and then everyone else is from the past, so it's 1942.
Oh, weaker guns and stuff.
Yeah, so it's quantity versus quality.
Yeah.
And I guess like the people.
What's wrong?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My
You still recording? Yeah, your screen went dark.
It didn't go dark, but I saw the time. The time's not moving, and then my mic isn't going up and down.
Yikes! I can hear you,
but it's still recording my screen.
So it like lag?
I don't know if it's lagging or not. I have no idea. I hope it's still recording.
How would you stop it? Don't stop it now. How would you? Yeah.
Just finish it out.
So the screen just froze.
Well, it's not like the screen didn't freeze, but like I can tell my mic on my thing isn't moving.
And this is why we go to the studio, guys. Computers are stupid.
What is happening?
I can
It's
hear
letting
you.
me click stuff on my screen, but it's not letting me move my mic. It's not letting me adjust.
Go to the task manager and see if it's unresponsive. Don't end task though, but check the Streamlabs. What does it say?
It's still. I mean, it's still running.
So you good? You good?
It just.
Yeah, just.
Oh, there we go. So
Yeah.
okay, there. Oh, it just now moved.
It glitched. That's why. But you're still recording.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Whew.
That was weird. Whew.
It'll be 2 weeks in 2 podcasts.
That was super bizarre. I just saw my mic not moving around. I'm like, oh, that's not good. Anyway, where was he at? We were talking about Battlefield. So Portal. So Portal is just a big sandbox, which is gonna be really sick because that is definitely in like Battlefield's wheelhouse.
What was that app? Was it Battlefield Log or Portal? They announced like Battlefield 3 days. Remember that thing?
I think it was the Log, right?
Okay, I got it mixed up. Didn't they announce Battlefield Portal before? It's Battlefield Log I'm thinking of. That's the thing we can like check all the stuff. Remember that app they had? Was some mess.
Yeah, this is where you would go in and like customize your logo.
That's what I thought that was. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I mean, yeah, I've been playing Battlefield 4 only that day though. High settings too. It feels great on DualSense. I can't do keyboard and mouse on Battlefield. I get destroyed. I capped in and decided to use a controller.
I can't do controller now. Like I have to do keyboard and mouse. It feels a lot better.
I know it's offensive to Battlefield fans to play with a controller because it's a PC game to the core, but I gotta use a controller. I'm sorry.
Dude, so when me and Bryan were playing it, like he was trying to play with a keyboard, or he was trying to play with a controller, right? And then after a certain point, he's like switched over. He's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with keyboard and mouse. But that's because we're playing on PC. If you're playing on like console, then yeah, it probably feels a lot better. But there's a big gap between playing a controller and keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, I know the mouse is sensitivity and all that, but I prefer. I feel at home with controller.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Yeah, but I can't wait for the next one, dude. That game's gonna be lit, and I can't wait to like. I got me hyped when I saw what is it, Arcade Harbor from Battle Company 2. Like that was nostalgic seeing that. And they brought the other map I remember with the Lighthouse Falls. Not Lighthouse, but the freaking I don't know what the tower. I can't wait for that. I want more like environment. I want to like fight in a blizzard. Can you imagine that?
Dude, you can legitimately have like a Battlefield 2 match.
Yeah.
You know that. That's insane. When I saw the like in the trailer, like a dude drops a grenade and the pin has the Battlefield or the Bad Company logo like on the pin.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, they really. That's really cool. I mean, that's a really interesting concept. But I can't wait to see like all the custom maps. So like zombie maps.
Just don't go too far because custom servers suck. I'm not a fan of custom servers. This seems to be taking on that though. I don't want no like 1,000 tickets, 2 hour, 3 hour matches. It
depends. I mean, like it definitely depends on who's like making it and stuff.
When they did it,
but I can't wait to see like, dude, like imagine like 64 players versus 64 players, but it's only melee weapons.
Yeah. 120.
That was in like the trailer. I was like, holy shit, I need that. Like that's gonna be so much fun.
Oh, I can't wait for this game. This is gonna be my multiplayer game of the year. Like this is what I'm gonna be playing every day when I get off from work, and just like, you know.
Apparently, there's gonna be an open beta. I think it's gonna be in September. We don't know when in September. But either probably early September. People are speculating like September like 3rd or something like that around there. But there's gonna be if you pre-order the game, you get it like you get into the open beta first, and then after that, then you can get into it if you haven't. So I'm excited to see the open beta, how that's gonna go. I honestly want to double dip on this. I might double dip. I might get it on PS5 and on my computer.
I think it's 60 on computer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's like different versions you can get. Like
if they do cross saves and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure they will. I would get.
They haven't announced anything about crossplay, which that's all I wanted them to say.
I just want to have their feedback.
I don't want to have to double dip, but I might have to.
Don't do it.
I feel like that should be a standard at this point, and I keep saying this.
Don't do it.
But crossplay should be a standard.
Nowadays. No, PlayStation did it years ago. It's called cross-buy years ago. Where you buy if I bought a PS4 game, the Vita version was free, vice versa. Then Microsoft years later to now did it smart delivery, which is essentially what cross-buy was. I don't know. They should make that a standard for games in general. Like you buy this one version
or progression.
Cross progression.
At least cross progression.
Yeah, that should be a standard too. They need to make that focus. Because I don't like, that's my problem with Battlefield 4. Because all my I'm very high level in Battlefield 4 on my PS4. I got everything I needed and everything I use. But PC, I got to grind it all up again. I got the experience, but I don't have my weapons. If that make any sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Apex, I had 20 legendary items on my PS4 in Apex. And then when I started on PC, I didn't have any of it. And I'm like, I kind of wish I could just because I'm using the same account. And I was like, why can't I just have all my items from my PS4 on my PC too?
I think Rocket League did it for me. I think Rocket League is the one that did cross possession.
I think once more crossplay kind of gets more implicated in stuff, I think people are going to start doing a lot more cross.
I have cross progression,
but there's probably something where it's kind of keeping people from that.
No, just make it easier for it's accessibility. That should be a standard. I don't know why people don't talk about that though. Because
well, it's probably difficult, right?
I mean, it's in your account, right?
If you're linking an account, not all games do, but Call of Duty does it. Well, so that's an example actually. Is Call of Duty does crossplay, but the way they get that to work is you have to make an Activision account, and when you make an Activision account, I think it crossplays like that. So it doesn't matter if you're on PS4 or PS5 versus playing someone on Xbox. You're signed into an Activision account, which is linked to a computer, I guess.
Let me check. Server. I'm pretty sure Fortnite has cross progression. If they're not, that's actually shocking.
Well, while you're looking that up, let's dive into our main topic before we wrap up.
They do have cross progression.
They do. Okay, that's Fortnite. Great. So speaking of cross progression and all that,
it's a great transition.
Stream Deck.
Yeah, Steam Deck.
Steam Deck. I keep calling it Stream Deck.
Steam Deck.
The Stream Deck. Or Steam Deck. God.
This freaking thing got Nintendo fanboys and Nintendo Switch owners in shambles, and I'm loving it.
Shambles.
Yeah.
Oh, right there. That's the word of the week. Shambles.
Shambles. I'm pretty sure you got the specs on your screen or whatever. It's basically a laptop, but handheld, right?
Yes. I just now thought of that. This thing gonna be hot. This thing gonna run your hand hot.
That's what a lot of people said, but I'm sure Valve got it under control. PC's in their specialty.
Right. So let's break down this Steam Deck. If you don't know what the Steam Deck is, it's pretty much a portable. It's a laptop. It's Steam's version of the Switch.
No, it's not. We're gonna get into that
what's
too.
Their take on it?
It just looks like the Switch, but it's not in the same argument. It's not in the same. They're both handhelds, obviously, but it's not. They're not competing against each other. The Switch is a console.
I wouldn't say they're competing against each other, but they're definitely this is Steam's answer to it.
I'm about to say Stream Deck. Steam Deck is just what's the word? Accessory for what you already have. Is that the right word to say?
It's your Steam library on the go, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
So what we're working with is the CPU and AMD Zen 2, 4 cores. We're gonna have CPU clock is about a 2.4 to a 3.5 gigahertz. The RAM in this thing is pretty good.
What's the RAM?
Got 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's pretty strong.
That's a standard for playing games. It's straightforward.
Exactly. Yeah. It's got an 7-inch LCD touchscreen, which is nice.
LCD.
Resolution gonna be yeah. I can't know. They can't complete. They should put an OLED in that bitch, but that'd probably make it a lot more expensive.
That'd be hilarious.
Resolution's gonna be about 1280 by 800. Refresh rate's gonna be 60 hertz. Looks like we got a 3mm jack into it, dual mics, USB Type C / Bluetooth. Ooh, that's nice.
They have Bluetooth support. Come on, Nintendo.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Fucking annoying.
Gonna have connectivity, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Type C, USB. Battery, it's gonna be a 40-hour watt, which is nice. Size is gonna be about 11.7 times 4x6.
It's pretty big.
Weight's about a pound.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a pretty hefty little boy to carry around.
Yeah.
And then the prices. So the starting low price is gonna be pretty much $400 for 64 gigabytes, $530 for 256 gigabytes, and then the final price point is going to be $650 at 512 gigabytes, which is probably what you want to go for. Now, $650, that's a PS5. That's
apparently the power is comparable to a PS4, Xbox One.
Yeah, so it's going to be like a high-end PS4.
Yeah, high-end PS4, whatever. So what's
though, you don't have to buy. This is a mobile PC without having to buy a keyboard, mouse, and a screen.
Yeah, basically that it's accessory. I think the thing is really interesting. I'm not going to buy it because it's not for me, and that's okay. It's just it's for good heavy PC gamers, and they want to play those PC games on the go.
Are
you getting it?
No. Look, I have a Switch, and I never take it off its stock. It just stays in its stock.
Yeah.
I bought the Switch pretty much so I could play Nintendo games.
Yeah.
I think I've used it once on a trip, and I think my girlfriend used it most of the time. So I don't think there's a real reason for me to use it. I never really have an urge. I mean, maybe there might be like some like game I would want to play on the go, but other than that, I can't see myself playing, $500 for, this.
Another handheld. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I get it, I'll be wasting my money. I know I will.
Right.
Not because it's a bad product. It's not for me. But go ahead.
Now, if I was coming to the if I was like someone who would, like took a train every day, right, or a bus, or I took a lot of flights, where I'm just kind of sitting in one place, not doing much, and don't want to burn out my phone playing a game. And I walked into a store, right, and I saw the Nintendo Switch versus the Stream Deck, I'd probably go for the Stream Deck. I mean, okay, so this thing also comes with, like, you have the PC, the Steam store already installed on
the library is massive.
Right. You have an infinite amount of games.
Yeah.
But that doesn't stop there. You can install any type of, like, software you want onto this thing.
Yeah.
So you can install, like, Windows or whatever you want on it. So you're not limited to just like emulators. The Steam store.
I can play Mario if I want to.
Dude, this is literally crushing Nintendo.
Yeah. One of the jabs, sorry, but like it has Nintendo drift. It doesn't have drift, Joy-Con drift.
No, it has anti-drift sticks.
Anti-drift. So they
designed it to it. Yeah. It also has like touchpads, so like you can simulate a mouse.
Yeah.
Pad on it. If you're playing a game that like it needs like a mouse, you can use like something like that. People said people were talking about how wonky it looks, but I think it looks pretty okay. The joysticks are in it's like buttons then joystick, which is like kind of weird. They're right next to each other.
Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of people talk about it, and they seem pretty okay with it. I know some people complain, but I think like once we kind of like get our hands on it, I think it'd be probably okay.
Yeah.
I would like to try it. I would like to like play on one for a bit just to see how it kind of runs.
That's the thing. I'm pretty sure no one we know, maybe Ethan and Bryan, is gonna be the only one that has this freaking thing. That's the thing, though. Like, I hope it does well, because even though it's not competing against Nintendo, there's obviously some things they're doing way better than Nintendo. And Nintendo need to take some notes on. And I hope it does well. I don't want another. And there's no disrespect to Valve or anything, but it's like, I hope it does well. I don't want to be another. Remember that one console that came out years ago that no one brought? It's going to be one of those things.
The Shield.
Yeah. Or that IO, or whatever you call it.
Like, their Steam controller. That was the first thing my mind went to when the analysis thing is like, will the hardware work? I mean, will this thing do well? In concept, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
In concept, yeah. But we haven't had our hands on it yet or anything like that, so it's not out in normal circulation, so that's the biggest thing is like, will people use this? And
now a lot of people if I was like 10 years old, my mom would not know what a Steam is, a Steam Deck is. She know what a Nintendo is or a PlayStation is. She don't know what a freaking... It's like one of those things. Like, it's not... Even though Steam's a huge thing for gamers, hardcore gamers, it's not something everyone really knows. Sadly, it's
like right
it's not a
because like you walk
household
into
name
the
thing.
store, you see Nintendo. That's a household name.
Yeah, and like
So obviously they would probably pick up a Switch. This is definitely for more an adult audience.
very like
because
adults.
Nintendo's directly like it's marketed towards children.
Yeah,
And the Steam Deck is definitely marketed towards like Steam is definitely more adult centric. Because you have to have serious money to throw down on like PC stuff.
Yeah, it's the hardcore gamer place, and like you said, everything about the Steam Deck is like fantastic. If I was still into handhelds, this thing was an instant buy. But I'm not a handheld person nowadays.
That's what I'm saying. If I was going to the store right now and was going to pick up a handheld gaming device, it would be the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Because you can do pretty much anything you want to.
I mean, like, look at it. I mean, it crushes Nintendo's, like, all their stuff, like, in an instant.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to play Nintendo games, I would just emulate them.
And not only that, like, third-party games. This thing's stronger than a freaking Switch. I can play, like The Witcher 3 on this freaking thing at full capacity.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
compared to
Nintendo
Nintendo
The
Switch
Witcher on Nintendo, but
yeah,
dude,
exactly.
Just be able to like hook up your like beats to this thing and just play.
And I think this is probably gonna be shitting on Nintendo, but like I never had an issue till Nintendo spotted up for me, where I found out I couldn't use my beats on my Switch. I was mad. I had to put in a freaking cord in to use my headphones. It's 2020, whatever. Like, come on, man. They don't have Bluetooth support. Even the OLED version doesn't have Bluetooth support, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it does, but I think it's locked.
No,
I think the hardware locked it out.
They have no Bluetooth thing in it. It just put in your headphones.
No, I think they do. I think they hardware locked it.
Why?
Where they won't let you do it.
So is Bluetooth support in the Switch?
There's like Bluetooth in it. I mean, the technology's there. They could open it if they wanted to, but they have it locked out.
So stupid. Yeah,
for whatever reason. I mean, just to talk online to people, you have to have like a dongle. You have to have this weird. You have to have an app set up just to talk online.
Yeah. And people are trying to their hardest.
It's stupid because once you have something like comparative to it now,
you realize how dumb it is.
It just does everything 100 times better than what it is. You realize how like, wow, this thing is kind of shitty.
Yeah, it is. I've been saying that prior to the Steam Deck. But yeah, I think the Steam Deck is. And then we compare it to Nintendo, like I said again, they're not competing against each other whatsoever. This is more like an accessory to bring with you if you want to play on the go. Those things. It has a dock too, by the way.
It does have a dock. I know you can hook it up, so you can hook this up to a TV monitor.
Yeah.
You can hook it up to a monitor. You can hook it up to you can hook a keyboard and mouse up to it if you want to, which is pretty nice.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. This thing is just a portable. It's a portable PC.
It's a laptop. That's the funny thing about it.
Yeah, it's pretty much a laptop.
Yeah, no one's saying bad. It's a laptop. It's a gaming laptop. But yeah,
it's a laptop with like Joy-Cons attached to it and stuff.
Yeah, I just hope it. My big thing is, I think it's a fantastic device. I just hope it does well, which it probably gonna be like more like acceptable response from it. Like it's gonna be okay too.
I am fairly confident it's gonna do well. Now, if it works, that's my only concern. Will this thing actually work? Like,
I have trust.
What are the issues it's gonna have with it?
I think
because the one thing with like gaming laptops is they don't last long, and they also they overheat like crazy.
Is it customizable? What's custom specs in it?
I'm not 100% sure about the custom. It's probably custom specs.
Yeah.
But you're pretty much running on like 720p. And
720p.
16 gigabytes.
Which is fine.
Stuff.
Yeah.
40-hour battery is pretty good.
Is it really 40-hour battery? 40 hours?
It's got to have a 40.
God dang.
And it's a pound. That's a heavy beast.
Yeah.
Also, a really nice thing is it comes with I think it's like if you get the second tier and up, it comes with its own carrying case, which is nice.
Oh, really? For free? You're paying for the case too?
Yeah, it just comes with a case, which is super nice.
Okay.
There's also like with the different versions, you get more. I think you can switch out the RAM and stuff in it, but I think that's only in like the second and third version.
Can I put an RTX in it?
It's a little bit more. It's a little bit difficult to get out, but you can switch it out, I believe.
Can I put like RTX in it or whatever the freaking heck the thing is called?
Do a 3080.
That thing will blow
3090 in that bitch. I think a 3090 is about as big as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Them things are massive, dude.
Like a core to it and drop it and like pick it up. So you playing it like, super crisp.
Dude, someone's going to do it. Someone's going to rig up some kind of wacky thing and get it to work.
Yeah.
That's the thing about PC. The PC gaming just gets easier to like fuck around with.
You customize.
Like it's like you just plug and play. You're just like slapping stuff into a box and then you're like, let me just route this cord into it and then it works.
Speaking of rap, we got to wrap the show up.
All right. Yeah. Dude, I can't wait. Gonna go get some longboards after this.
Yeah. I'm ready to go out. That's fun.
Yeah, dude, I'm ready to soak up some sun, dude. Got my shorts on. Yeah. That's a rare sight for me to be wearing shorts outside.
I don't know. Might change the shorts.
I think it's gonna be hot today.
Well, it was 90 yesterday. But it felt like it. At all.
Tay.
Yeah.
Where can they find you at?
You can find me at Twitter at _TInfinite. And that's it.
That's it. Guys, you can find me at cyber_calamity on Twitch, and you can find me at cybercalamity on, or no, it's cyber_calamity on Twitter, and then you can find me at cybercalamity on Twitch.
You still do Twitch?
Yeah, I do sometimes. I've worked 50 hours this week.
God.
At my job.
Yeah. 10 hours more than me. Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to, whenever I get that situated out, I'm going to start streaming again. Right now, just go support the Twitch. I'll come back. I will be back. I'm like the Pharaoh. I'm like Yami Yugi. I will be back one day. Like
this. The ending's so sad when Yugi goes to the afterlife. Did you finish it yet?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I've seen it a billion times. That's like one of my favorite
Japanese
duels
version.
is like where they duel.
Yeah. The Japanese version. You get to the ending yet?
No, not the Japanese version. No.
It's just as sad. Yeah. When he walks off, his thumbs are like that.
Yeah,
that ending sadness
me
so too.
Dude, they open a gate to the afterlife.
Yeah. So he doesn't die. He just goes there to rest.
Well, he was already dead. I mean, it was...
His spirit was there.
Yeah.
His body is dead.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. He's been dead for a millennia. Anyway.
God, Yu-Gi-Oh's so good. Yeah. But yeah, if you like the episode, guys, please give us a like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe because it really means a lot. And please hit that follow button on that podcast service you listen to us on so you can be notified for the next episode or this episode or whatever. So, see you next week, guys. And
yeah, we'll be back in studio next week, so...
Are we?
Sorry about this one. Probably will, yeah.
Are we?
Are we?
Where is Bryan? I don't know.
Bryan's at the beach, bro. He's playing in the sand right now. Kicking up.
He's at the beach?
Bro, he's soaking up sun, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's at the beach.
I guarantee next episode's about him at sunburn.
Yeah, he's going to be sitting there like, ow.
That's next episode.